birthday, Vicky.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
It's a birthday.
You remembered?
Shut up, man. Of course I remember, but I didn't know the time. You know, like the time, I didn't realise what the time was, man. Like, that's crazy.
I know, you know, like that.
Time just goes. It's been a long day today as well, so it's been a mad one. But we have to keep it going. We said that we'd be consistent. We said that we stay on top, no matter what. So we've got to lead by example in our own lives and the world, I suppose, isn't it? Episode 12.
Dime a dozen.
It's a birthday and that.
What was number 12 mean?
I can't remember.
No, you said.
No, it's on the pod. It's on there. But right. To cut a long story short, we had a big, beautiful family function for Sky's birthday, 5th birthday. We didn't do the most. We had a great turnout of people. Ask me some questions then, Phil.
So importing this. So on the news.
Yeah.
Importing this.
Yeah.
One on the news.
Yeah, what was on the news?
Queen Elizabeth died. I saw.
She died? When did she die?
Yeah, she died.
What did she die of?
She died and then she passed away. And
Oh
now,
my days. I didn't know that, you know. Oh, that is so sad, so sad. Hold tight the people that didn't make it. Hold tight the people that I forgot to invite. But it's how it goes, isn't it? But despite that, we had a really great night. And I thought I'd set up the podcast and I'd do a live podcast with all the family members and that, and talk about family. So beautiful. Like, Shan was interviewing other people. I was doing my own. It was just a good day. It was a good day. Footage is good, but the sound quality was just. I didn't press. I must have pressed some that. And I know the man them know who out there. Put it in the comments. That thing where it goes click 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 click. You know when you called in GarageBand. I left that on, innit? The click 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 whatever it's the metaphor or whatever it's called. So the sounds like. So we're gonna mix and match. So the 12. I'm gonna put that in there. What does 12 mean? Does anybody know what the number 12 means? Anybody know what the number 12 means? A dozen. Oh.
Eggs.
How'd you let you?
12, a dozen.
Yeah. So what does it mean?
No, I need to know. I'm trying. Someone can Google it or something, like what the number 12 means, what the relevance of 12 is. Like lacking fam. This is live. We've got kids everywhere running up and down. I've just come from the park. I'm tired. My socks are.
Completion and harmony.
Completion and Whoa.
Wow.
Completion and harmony.
And look at it. It's a family one. Look at that. Is that what it said?
Wow. Completion and harmony. What is that? Numerology or just the number 12? Is it? Numerology. The footage is usable. The sound is not. But because it's like the microphones are more concentrated in it, so that you don't hear the background so much, so it's more the conversation. But you just hear my mum in the background. Yeah. You hear me in the background. Yeah. So it's a mad one. But I'm going to still chop up and put it in. But we wanted to still, because it's such a good episode.
Yeah.
And the concept was
nice
good.
And mix
I had
and
my
match
mum
up,
speaking. How you doing, mum? How you doing?
I'm fine, darling. How are you?
Right, mum. Don't just be normal, mum.
I am normal.
Don't try and come.
Hello, guys. I'm normal.
Yeah, you're normal.
You might not think I'm normal, but I am normal.
Nah, my mum's the blindness. She's been there from the day dot. Obviously, as you don't know, she's been supportive. She's always here as much as she can be. How obviously you've seen the dynamics of family over generations now, and you've come over from you were part of the, what do they call you, like the second generation, innit?
Yeah.
And coming over, how important? What from now to now? Because obviously you've had a big transition in your life and all kind of things, and then I think you've had different family. You had different things where family. How do I put it?
I've had different generations.
How
over the course,
So you've had family. You've gone from family in Jamaica.
Family in Jamaica
family
to here. And then family which I've made for myself.
Right. And then you've gone on again.
My next generation after me.
Right. So Is it gone bad or worse? Is it got good or bad or bad or worse?
I think the family, how we used to have family, it was a celebration. We used to enjoy life. We used to play dominoes. We used to cook food and enjoy life. But now the family seems divided. Everything's just gone this way or that way. There's no unity like how it used to be, because what happens when we have children, our children evolves and make their own family, and then it goes on and on, generation, it's different.
Like Sharina was speaking. How important is family to you? Like what is
you know what? Family is important, but it's been a difficult one for me because I didn't grow up around my family. I grew up in foster care. So for me, I had to create what family meant. And a lot of my family members are not blood.
We had Alice in Wonderland.
Well, Mr. calls you Alice in Wonderland.
I wonder why. He told me I was a cast on the pod today.
Oh, okay.
For the podcast.
Yeah, cool. All right, so it's all about family. What does family mean to you? Like, what makes up your family? What does your family look like?
That's a good question. I think as you get older, it's more about, it's not necessarily blood. It's about the people who resonate with you spiritually, value-wise, morals and principles. Sometimes they say your sister is somebody else, could be somebody else's enemy. But just because you're blood related, it doesn't mean they're good people. So that, to me, that's what it's about. Village mentality. Yeah.
Wonderland, Kawa, like long time friend, you know, like long. When I say long, like long. More Shan's friend now, but either way, Powerpuff Girls stick together and that. But
The love has been balanced between the both of you.
no, you can't do that.
I actually can.
Nah,
I'm very
if
fair
it pops
like
off, you have to jump on the. You have to know what side you're on. If you see
Don't
the
do
arms,
me like that. Don't do
no,
me
but
like
if you
that.
see the
Don't do me
arms
like
though,
that.
nah, she's even mad on that. It was nice. Family, what's family to you? What does family look like? Do we need to have more events like this, occasions where family do? Because you teenagers usually upstairs in the room doing the most. Oh, surprisingly.
No, I don't want you putting your hand.
Family's important.
Tried to get Uncle Kevin on there, but he's coming.
A little bit reluctant, but yeah.
He's coming. But we made everybody that come through the door have to subscribe to the channel.
So on that note, if you ain't subscribed as yet,
yeah, please do that.
click it now.
Please do that.
Come on.
Yeah, please do that. And it's her birthday. It's Shan's birthday.
Exactly.
Weekend,
Like, of all episodes, it has to be this one, right?
yeah, you have to press the like and subscribe. Put down in the comments happy birthday. Put all them whatever you want to put in the comments, but put happy birthday. Wish her more. And how's it feel though? Obviously, we gotta look to how's it feel?
How does it feel?
Yeah, how's it feel? Like, is it? We don't know. Like, you don't know. You're older than me, innit? So it's like,
What?
you get me? I'm toy boy.
My back foot. No one would ever believe that.
No matter what it is, I'm still a toy boy, innit?
No, you're not.
I'm a toy boy.
You're not 20 years my junior.
Are you older than me?
By 5 weeks.
Still a toy boy.
No. By 5 weeks. Let's get it real, innit? Like, do you broke off my back like you're some toy boy?
You see, everybody thinks that she's Miss Innocent, you know, like, you know, that just shows, that proves it. I don't want you to see, Shan's just like, so like,
What?
You get me?
What? I am.
Wow. Damn shots there, you know. But now, we wanted to come quickly and just speak about family, the importance of it.
I'm tired.
Do you have to be so bait with it though? Like, just bait, and all the audience
look
is like,
tired.
what's the
feel
point
tired.
of her coming on and she's just looking, she's too tight for us? Oh, you know what, I'm going to lock off now. You get me? That could happen, you know?
No.
Papa stab up my hand today. Papa scarred up. But no, yeah, this is the importance of family. And we'll ask you a question about your birthday and that. Like, how do you feel?
Oh, how do I feel?
Yeah, that's what?
Well, it's only like, 10 minutes past midnight. You've just wished me happy birthday. I don't know how I want to feel. Like, I want to feel like older. I want to feel wiser.
I don't know. I don't know if you're looking forward to it. No, it's like another stage of your life. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like we used to get
I don't
excited
know.
about
This
it before.
birthday's been a little. No, I do still get excited over birthdays, like most. This one, I don't know. I think that I'm excited for what's to come because you know what I mean. I can envision it. I can just already feel it and what have you. But I'm not particularly, you know, over the moon in regards to my birthday in the sense of I ain't really got that much planned, and that's okay. You know what I mean. I think I'm just a little bit tired. I just need a little bit of a time out.
Calm. So I made enough. Left enough dishes for her to wash. It's so much. I bought her an apron and that. No, I'm joking. But no, whatever the weather in it, make it happen in it. You get me, fam? To get your hair done tomorrow, massage and all that, you know, what today in it, and then whatever, dinner date, don't know what that's gonna be, wimpy, thinking more wimpy. And then go away for the weekend. Yeah. I thought Brighton, you know, like that on the pier. Do you get me? But either way, see what happens, innit? But no, we had, like we said, we had a family function.
It's been a busy year. And it's definitely been a busy month.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, we've still got the event on Friday, the Friday Fizz. Well, by the time this airs, we'd already done.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Innit?
Yeah,
but either way, yeah, like, obviously we've had 2 birthdays already. Mine makes the 3rd.
Worst month.
It's not the worst month. It's the best month.
For you,
it's just packed in. Jam
packed. But no, yeah, it's been a productive, weird month. But as like we're just saying, as what we didn't realize, I'm gonna talk for myself in terms of what I didn't realize that how important family becomes in that circumstances. Like we do think that we live our own little own separate lives,
like a bubble,
and then like to have the bubble infiltrated. It's a beautiful thing sometimes, especially when it's real good people around you that care. Do you get what I'm saying? So it wasn't that thing of where
just people for the sake of people.
Yeah, come yam at your yard and then leave, and even when they eat, I don't, you know, like, it's one of them ones where there was no food for the next day. That's how bad it was. I did anticipate like, wow, Sunday there's gonna be a little left off. There was not one, not a dumpling, not nothing. But you know what it is? I'm glad. You know, like it's one of them ones where I'm glad that people went home, filled and fulfilled in different aspects and all different ways. I think we touched in different, especially during the pod there. It was crazy. I spoke to. We just asked everybody about what they thought family was to them. Hopefully, we can kind of sum it up, and I'll try and put bits of the interviews into this. But I just want to try and see if we can sum up what we got from. I think it's more of a sense of Shan's always family orientated. I started off in my life very family orientated. I was always that person that would go around to each family member. Like I could chat to all family members, even though they didn't chat to each other. Most of the time, I would go around to my mum's side and dad's side. Didn't it? I was always about that. Over time, circumstances have happened where you start to realize that. Family feuds, what's in the dark comes to light, what you thought of that person, things that are in the waterworks. So, and just growing up, you just start to just realise certain things. And that same family that I thought is the ride or die or the one that makes you... Yeah. Because I always believe they the ones you go to, blood's thicker than water. That's a big thing at my time. Your family, no matter what your family does to you or whatever and however they carry on, that's still your family. You still go. But as time's gone on, it ain't nothing like that. So all the people that I grew up with, Christmas time when we're doing the most, and Christmas we go round to Gran's. No, we start at home, then we go round to Gran's, and then we might pop round to our next auntie, or then they go to my mum's side, then we go to my dad. It's always something going on. There's fights popping off with uncle, with like different woman every year. Like it was mad. So things have just to where we were on where we for little function we had. I'm like,
yeah, but that started you off. that was the trajectory of your upbringing.
Yeah.
So it's not alien to you.
It's not alien, but to where we are and having the conversations like with Sharina, she was fostered.
One thing I will say is, for anyone who didn't grow up with their family, just know it's not the end, and God will supply your needs through external sources. And as much as you might feel like it's not the same, when you're healed, you won't feel the difference. Like I'm explaining about Chantel, she doesn't not feel like a sister because she's not blood. The way that she feels my life is as if she's a big sister.
And you're talking from experience because you were in the system. Like
I grew up in foster care.
Yeah.
Foster care. So she doesn't know. She didn't know mum, dad like that or anything, auntie, uncle. You know what I mean? She had a few of them, but she didn't know for a huge period of her time.
Yeah.
So when I'm looking at...
Family look different.
To other people.
And so you can't, there's not a template to what family is meant to necessarily look
We grow up feeling like it is. Like that saying, blood's thicker than water.
Yeah, no.
It's not, it's a mix. It was a massive saying. But when you think about it now, it's like, no, it's not.
Yeah, not at all. I don't know, because I feel as I grew up, as much as I had a lot of family or was around a lot of family, as I grew older, a lot of the family that are still my family, I found out, because obviously when you get a bit older and maturer and you understand dynamics a bit better, that certain people that are family were not blood family. You know what I mean? But they were just classed as family. I mean, that's your auntie so and so, and your uncle so and so, and your godmother.
It's a kind cousin of your cousin of cousins,
and all the rest of it. And then when I realised where the family tree kind of started and ended or whatever, and certain family weren't necessarily in the bloodline.
Yeah.
I realised that, you know what, family is what you make it. Like
that takes, but what it's a complex one, you know, because we're still trying to change the same narrative that we've been growing up with. So our children are exposed to, like, on yours, like, I ain't gonna lie, Shan's side of the family is different, isn't it? Like, they're different. They turn up. Like, big up, hold tight Luke. I'm gonna use Luke as an example.
Okay.
Like, Luke, you don't hear from Luke. I don't know if you lot speak here regular. I know they've got a group and all that kind of thing, but Luke's like one of them guys that just...
That's my brother, by the way.
Yeah, Luke just knows when to turn up, innit? Man will turn up, yam the food. Always come with his long hand, but he just turns up, innit?
Yeah.
And we got this love relationship. It's just amazing, innit? Like, that's my guy, innit? Like, so it's calm. We have a little banter here and there, but it's real. And, like, the love is there. Like, him not being there it makes me feel funny. Like, I just know he's gonna be there. It's calm, innit? You get the drinks, the ice. You let him do his thing. He's calm, and then he goes by his business. Then you won't see him for how long, but then he's changed his job 3 times in the time that we've.
Yeah.
That's Luke, innit? Yeah. And certain family members that you have, like, literally just. They're guaranteed 100% are turning up to...
They're going to
show up. I have that, but I don't have that in that sense, innit? Mine's kind of like... My family's become more friends and that kind of thing, strangely.
But it is what it is. And that's still beautiful, and that's still family. Look, who was it? There was someone on Saturday... I can't remember who, but it was someone. And they basically asked... can I go into the fridge to get...
Who is that? Call them out, man.
When you put me on the spot, I ain't gonna think.
Oh,
but
man.
anyway,
You put yourself on the spot.
I know, but basically someone, it was a female.
Okay.
And yeah, so they basically asked
to go in the fridge,
permission.
That's mad.
And I was just like, what? Get whatever you need. I'm like, mi casa, su casa. Like, this house, is your home.
They must be the ones from last time that took all the food. They must feel guilty from the last time.
Tupperware dishes. The whole shebang.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that's just how, like, I've spoken to people over the years and they'd be like, they've seen how my family operates, you know what I mean? Like, I'll go to my auntie Pauline's house and I'll just go in the fridge and help myself to whatever leftover dinner, get some bun and cheese, some scone, whatever.
You still ask though.
No, I don't. No.
My Dunny.
No, not at my auntie's house.
Yeah, I
like,
suppose
no.
so.
And obviously I'm not going to take something
So that's
that
when
I
you know
think
that's family, then,
is-
innit? That's when you
and
know
that
that's
is
family.
it.
That's when you know. Because sometimes you go there
You
and
feel
ask,
like
innit?
it's your second home as such.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're welcome. You know what I mean? If anything, it's an offence to
Not
to
not
not
go in the
take
fridge.
something or you know what I mean, there's always something offered to you. Do you want a hot drink or do you want this, do you want that? You know what I mean? Like it, yeah, and that's just what I'm used to and exactly how I've operated within my own home. Like whether I've had or not had it, whatever's there, feel free. And I feel like family it's a sense of belonging. It's a sense of having a place. You know what I mean?
Well, why have you seen it? So 'cause you do take it, like Shan takes it very seriously, especially when it comes to the children as well. Like, and I know she gets upset for the thing of, I don't know, I'm more lapsy daisy about it. Like in terms of like, don't worry, you go with the kid. No, we've all got to go together. Why can't we all go together? I'm like, that's a minor, man. Just you take the big like you know what I mean. I might just want to go. Like I went with the older lot the other day just for cinema, like, and it was actually beautiful. And I'd actually never done that in my life, like for a long ever. So just to be like, just the older two, it was like, rah, it's just my older two kids. It felt so good, like just to be rolling with them. Didn't know what we were gonna talk about, but we were fine. We actually did speak about things like I was worried, you know, like that. Even with Kai, for instance, he was meant to go out with his other boys, innit? And I was like, rah. He ain't want to come out with his pups now, innit? But I was going to take Tiana out just for the sake of, you know what I mean? So me and Tiana's calm, innit? It's not a big thing, you get me? And then, but when he said like, no, I'll come, I was like, what? I got my two older
You'll be
kids.
surprised, you know.
Yeah, that shocked me. That did shock me.
As much as friendships have a strong pull on our kids, like just being around their parents, their family, their kin, their siblings and whatnot is still just as strong, you know.
100. That's why I say blood's thicker than water. But we get what is going wrong with?
It's not necessarily blood; it's connection.
Yeah, 110%, and yeah, 100%. But why are you so on it? Like, why is it your kind of like? If you could throw a party every week, I think you could throw. I think you would do it. No, honestly, I think you'd do it. Like, if you could throw a party, like.
No, I don't. Well, look,
you like it a lot. Like,
I do like hosting.
Why don't you have your family, man?
Or having
you don't
stuff,
want them here.
you know what I mean?
Nah.
Stuff going on and what have
joking.
you. And obviously, even more so now that the house or home that we live in, obviously this is the first house we've lived in together. But let's just say for myself personally, this is the biggest home, aside from, I mean, my grandparents' home growing up. This is the biggest home that I've lived in. So I'm just like, you know what? Like, it's a no-brainer. Like, why not? Any opportunity I can. Obviously, sometimes, you know what I mean, it can be a bit tiring, physically, mentally, you know what I mean, trying to just get everything as you would like it to be. But half the time, I'm just like, let's have a games night. Let's have a... And to be fair, we ain't even started all that.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Like... But yeah, I just want to.
But people want that. This is what I'm saying. People like saying, "Wow, I'm down for it." You get me? But I'm not.
It's old school. It's look, yeah. Tiana, every weekend, her and her brethren used to be in this house jamming. Sofa pulled out. I would come down and they're just all just sprawled out across the front room. TV's on. Half of them are asleep. You know what I mean? What have you? And it's just that homely feel. I know what that feels like, and I don't want to lose that feeling, and I don't want my children
So
to
how important do you think that is, though?
I think it is very important. Look how much children or young people that we see that don't understand or recognise that sense of family. Like they're disenfranchised from so many elements of community. Yeah, we spoke on the pod that day, you know what I mean, amount of young people that don't actually know their grandparents or aunties or uncles or
What was that spoken
on
about?
one side or the other.
Okay.
Well, I spoke about it.
Okay.
You know what I mean, or they might know one side of the family but don't know the other side of the family, or they only know to a certain point. Look, Tiana and Renee, yeah, so my dad was there at Sky's party, but for the majority, let's say from the age of 9 upwards, I was raised most times not my stepdad, yeah, who my mum did marry, and that's who my brother came from. My 2 eldest daughters, that's their granddad. They didn't know any different.
Yeah.
Like, it was only up until Renee turned, I can't even remember how old she was at the time, where, I don't know what conversation it was, and she realised Granddad wasn't actually my dad. Like, wasn't actually her blood granddad.
Okay.
You know, and she was up in age, like, proper up in age, like, maybe early, just hit teens, kind of up in age. And that was the beauty of, you wouldn't know no different. Like, you wouldn't know no different in the sense of, I mean, who I referred to as my dad, no disrespect to my actual biological dad, but anyone that I was referring to as my dad was my stepdad.
Then I was speaking to someone just the other day about that circumstance. 'Cause I think that scenario came up somewhere, and someone was saying bonfire and that. Like, my man should stay away and that. And rare. It's another situation, not the same similar one.
Yeah.
So, and I was like, nah. I know a guy. I know someone like directly, and I respect like. That's the bit. I got the utmost respect for what he done and how he handled the situation. Like, you get me? And they're still thinking, what? They must be still together. No, they're not. They're not together. Like, years have gone by, and it's still norms. Like, left at norms. Is it fair on the child? That's what it was. Is it fair on the child to be going through that, not knowing that it was the? And I was like, nah.
Going through that like it's. Go again.
Happy 50th.
50th. Wow.
Really? Rewind and come again.
Yeah, you
innit?
better come again with that.
Put some respect on it. The what?
Can the camera see your socks?
No.
They have this at the studio. It's quite cool.
Do you want to join in the pod?
No.
Okay,
That's
well,
what I'm
can
saying.
you just
You can jump in anytime.
Happy 50th.
do you want to come give me a hug and kiss?
No. I had to get ice on my face.
That's what you interrupted the
I said
conversation.
Steph's birthday.
Oh, thank you. But you said happy 50th.
Yeah, I don't know.
Way off.
45 4 3.
Oh, yeah. Give me strength.
This is real life here, people. Like and subscribe and that. Yeah. You don't know what you're gonna get next. I'll tell you that now. We're gonna have River walking in now, like just. Give me. Something.
But yeah, no. Yeah.
No, it's a test. No, he's probably the only one I've seen do that. Like literally.
No,
like,
it's not.
Like
it's
no,
not.
I have. I'm saying
okay.
on my
Okay.
in my
Alright.
time
Look,
of walking on earth, I've
on
never
the
seen
pod,
a guy
if you
actually do that.
include it with Damali.
Guys, 5th birthday celebration. It's all love. Now, baby girl, you have 2 beautiful, lovely, smart, sassy princesses. Thank you. Like, literally they are just divine.
Yes, baby, I'm gonna feed you.
What does family look like, feel like to you?
Well, to me, having my girls now, I feel like I'm starting like a new foundation. Yeah, like a new foundation, a new generation, a new everything for us, because family is a bit dysfunctional, like before me.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You're trying to
like
change
the narrative. Yeah. So my girls see, more love or feel more love and have more love, whether it's from me or other people around them. It may not be blood, per se, but the people I do feel like is around them love them, like genuinely, and that's what I really love.
Yeah, of course. So you're basically building your own village.
Yeah.
So, all right, growing up. Sorry, how old are you?
I'm 29.
29, and your daughters are
6 and 3.
okay. Well, that's beautiful. So, growing up, what 2-parent household?
No, single mum.
Okay.
I'm the only child for my mum.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't know my biological father. I've heard about him.
Okay.
I don't know him. He's got 4 children that I know of.
Okay.
I don't remember them.
Okay.
I know their names, but I don't I wouldn't if I see them.
In her spoke, she doesn't know her dad, her biological dad.
Yeah? Damali's the one with the two girls,
Daughters,
beautiful girls.
yeah?
Mm.
Now, I can't remember how old she was at the time, but she was raised with her stepdad. Her mum and her stepdad had no children. They were together for a very long time.
Oh, swear.
And he ended up moving to America or whatever.
Yeah.
And he has other children now.
Yeah.
But that is her dad. Like,
so as he's in
he travels back and forth to here, like, to see her and sends her money. Not a week goes by that they do not.
When did
talk.
she discover? When did she discover that? Or did they?
I don't know what age she discovered or knew, but she knew.
Eventually knew.
Yeah, she eventually knew.
Has she ever seen her real dad?
Not that I'm aware of. No, she said she doesn't know who he is.
That is mad.
Yeah. So you mean I know from personal experience, and I know also from a little bit further afield that it's not like that, like fairy tale scenarios.
Yeah, because mine is in a sense like a fairy tale scenario in a sense because mum and dad at home, married, I got my brother. I haven't got any half brothers or anything like that. It's literally just you get what I'm saying. So all I've known is that setting, but that setting, even the way that it looks so great, grand scheme of it, it's all. I'll be honest, it's all not as it should be. Do you get what I'm saying? It should be much better, more forthcoming than your situation. Do you get what I'm saying? Because your situation is like, your pops has got like 19 plus, which is, you get me? And then mum, and then like, and it looks, to me, from the grand scheme, from people looking at it from the outside, that looks like a mess. But when you're actually in it, it's actually neat and tidy. It's actually very neat. My side is more, it's a mess. I'm gonna lie, it's a mess. But it's more socially accepted in a sense. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now now we've gone forward and we're like,
But the reality of it,
yeah, 100%. It's like, wow, like, huh?
But there can be a bit of a stigma towards, you know what I mean? Let's say a woman having a child or children with more than one partner, or having a stepdad or a stepmom, you know what I mean, in the picture. But that doesn't mean it's dysfunctional.
That
you know what I mean?
doesn't have to be. Doesn't mean that it's dysfunctional. It doesn't have to be dysfunctional.
Not at all.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Look,
That's
my mum. Don't ask me the year, but whatever year that my mum married my stepdad, my dad was at the wedding with my stepmom.
Is it?
Yes.
Real bad man thing.
Like,
what, reception or just the wedding?
No, the reception.
So we went out to the wedding then. Yeah.
He was invited.
But he never come.
Yes.
But he came to the reception.
Yes, with my stepmom.
That's gangster stuff.
Who growing up, I was very, very close to. Very close to.
And then, you know what it is? They still close now.
Yeah, they
like
still
that.
have
It's not one of them ones where I didn't dare. I couldn't have that situation. Like, it's too big.
Some people can just make things work, innit? Like,
but them two are calm. I've been in the room with both of them. I'm like, they're calm. They'll catch up on whatever needs to catch up on.
And trust
There's
me,
no judgment.
They've had the most amount of
madness,
over the years. The most.
You know what I'm saying? But no, I respect
many
it.
Children, same age. You know what I mean? All the rest of it.
Real bad man. Was fire by last night, bro.
But here we are.
No, that. So, what from the interviews that you had with? So you spoke to Alice in Wonderland. What did you get from her in terms of family? Hopefully, I can get enough footage on there and chop up bits and pieces from there.
We spoke about quite a lot.
Did you go off topic?
No, it still stayed on topic, but it just went a little bit further out on top.
That's off topic.
No, it's not off. It was still like you still draw it back.
No, that sounds like it.
But
Yeah.
no, it was
So what you
about-
eat
it
for
was
dinner
about-
today? You get
No.
me?
It was like about co-parenting. Is that
Okay,
possible?
we're gonna have to have that.
Like, is that possible when you have a parent that lives overseas? You know what I mean? Like,
But you just proved it with the other girl.
Damali.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Damali's an adult now with her own children.
Okay.
Like, it's actually having a child with someone.
Yeah.
That lives overseas. That's a different situation.
That one's a complex.
Yeah. So basically.
But it's the same situation. It's the same thing we've been speaking about. The dysfunction. You still got to make it work. It's whether you.
Yeah, well, it's not dysfunctional.
You should be able to make it work. Like it's not. You don't have to be dysfunctional.
You have to make it work, as in the sense of you have to remove what you think it should look like.
That we're just talking. Like same as saying, the family as you. From the grand scheme looking at it, it's like, right, your dad's got back. This is that. But when I'm honest with you, like the family functions, it's TikTok. Like everybody knows what they're doing. It's done.
Yeah, look, when we had our when we had our engagement party, a friend that was there was saying to my mum, I'm so jealous of Chantel. Like, how can she have her mum and dad like in the same place?
Yeah, one have to be on Zoom for mine.
Like,
even that might be a drama. Like, turn off the camera.
And basically, and they referred to like when I had my 40th, like Chantel
and they done
just
speeches
has a
as
way
well.
of everyone done speeches, but just basically like Chantel has a way of just bringing people that you wouldn't think would feel comfortable together.
Yeah, 100. Sometimes some people are like, how are you inviting them? But they come, and it's calm.
Yeah.
It's actually we've had a few little, but that's gone now. I don't think that's ever gonna happen again.
Yeah.
But despite that get burned out. You get me?
It does eventually when situations transpire and come to light. You know what I mean? It has to just tipple over, innit? It just tipples over. And one thing Alice in Wonderland basically said in regards to Sky's birthday party, she said initially she was thinking it was going to be just ram, jam, you know what I mean, brim, you know what I mean. She's been to a few of our events and gatherings. Yeah. And she said she sees how I've done how I've done it or how it worked out. She said it's although there is quite a lot of people here, but it's very intimate, it's very selective. Even if that's not how you initially planned it to be, that is how it's become. Like, and it's beautiful. She can actually see how it worked out. I said, in all fairness, there's probably 50% of people here that was invited. But generally, when you invite people, you don't expect 100% to turn up. So my whole attitude is, and it has been since I was in my late teens, early 20s, who's meant to be there will be there.
Yeah. No, 100%.
And that's no disrespect and offence to anyone that couldn't make it for whatever reason.
Or wasn't invited or whatever.
It is. Yeah, like, who's meant to be there will be there. And it was lovely. Literally, it was lovely, start to finish.
Yeah, 100%. Selena doing the decorations to...
Like, I've learned, because Selena was saying to me, she was like, "No, Shan, like, how do you do all of this?" Like, and all the rest of it. I said, "Selena, look, I'm learning to delegate more. I'm learning not to take on everything just by myself. Because beforehand, that is exactly how it would be. I would just feel a way to go and ask someone for any form of help and assistance. Whereas now I'm just like, no. Like, I can't do it all. And if there's other people that are better at me at doing something or just as good or whatever it is that can do it, then take on that help.
100%. 100%, man. 100%. Bring the mac and cheese and that. You get me? 2 trays.
2 trays.
Hold tight, sis. You don't know. You get me? 2 trays.
What's that Gordon Brown? What was that? What's his name again? Gordon Brown. What was his lingo? Two jabs. The 2 jabs?
I don't know what he says.
Oh,
Gordon Brown, that's it.
No,
Gordon
he doesn't say
Ramsay.
anything, but he's a 2 jabs. Because he punched up the guy twice, innit? I was like, is it 2 jabs?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm lost. Sorry, people. You get me? No, sorry. Anything else any gems that you got out of any conversations that you had? My mum spoke to my mum for the first time. That was quite nice on
What
pod.
does she give? Even Kate, you just spoke to Kate.
Yeah. Kate even said he's been a blended family. How much? Yeah, I'll slip that in somewhere. My mum was more the importance of it.
Look,
how things have changed over time, and then I'm saying, Mum, we used to. That's how family was everything. Like everything. It didn't matter what they did. They could be a crackhead auntie. Don't matter what it is, they still have family in it. I know she got no teeth. She's still have family in it. You know what I mean? There, but now it's like we more time now. It's like I'll call it the power circle, innit?
Okay.
It's a small power circle, and not that I'm saying that everybody plays a significant role in our lives, but they do play a part.
It gives like I said earlier, it gives a sense of belonging, like of safety and security, and
even arranged marriages.
Oh yeah,
there's arranged marriage in there.
But like no, like how I grew up and raised, you know what I mean? Like when I've spoken about certain things to people in my life over the years, they would call me spoiled and all the rest of it. And I said that it's not even that I ever felt spoiled. I just felt loved. I felt seen and I felt appreciated. Like even as a child. You know what I mean? Like my grandparents used to take me to Jamaica back and forth. My auntie and my uncle to Jamaica back and forth. Like, and yeah, I just feel like it builds up your sense of security and character. And
so that's where it come back. I might clash with it because I haven't been built. That's the character. When you're built with that and you've grown with that, your character just doesn't. Like that's what we won't match in that sense, because I've been built this character of it wasn't really that it wasn't. I thought it, when I look back, grand scheme of it, it wasn't really love. It was more of, I don't know what it was. I can't describe that it was love, but what? Because that's not how you love. That's not how you would nurture someone throughout your life. If I should be able to go back to have good memories. Like you just said, oh, my auntie took me here, man. I haven't really got much good memories of anything that makes me stand out. Maybe I'm being a bit selfish, but I'm not. But there should be like standout-ish things that, you know, like my auntie took me to him. No, it wasn't like that.
You might have suppressed some.
No, I'm looking now. Holidays, no. Holidays, 100%. Okay. So everything you're saying was like 100%. I must have had like 2 holidays, which my time growing up, like kind of thing. Butlins and Jamaica. You get me?
Okay. Well, that's a.
Do you get what I'm saying? So it's not like I said I went bare time. Like you get me? Like always throughout all the time. That's the only country I went. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Okay. Auntie's house. Well, my auntie was one of my aunties was the only one to ever beat me. Like, do you get me? Like my auntie to beat you is like, huh? Yeah. I never thought auntie could beat you. Like, boom. And there's always pastor at houses. Okay. Or we would be affected by. This is how deep it used to go. Yeah, we used to be always like we go to someone, like we go to your house all the time. We go to your house all the time. But me and your cousins or whatever, we get along. But say something happens to the auntie and uncle, like my mum and the aunties have a war now. Yeah. That then we remove from the situation, so we don't see them again. Okay. Because they've had an argument, the cousins get affected. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So for years, 10 years later down the line, you go up and like, "Why you got a beard now, fam? Why go on?" Like, you get me? We only connect back since we. Okay. Yeah. So there's a lot. So I can talk about all that. Maybe I can talk about the bad, and there's not good. The good was we could. It's a difficult thing. It's a line. It's a strong line. Because we were deprived of certain things. We go around certain cousins' house, they'll have computer games. Because we didn't have the practice of computer games. When people talk about Street Fighter, all these things, like, don't ask me how to do Hadouken. Like, blatantly, anybody cuss me now, I swear down there's a problem up in here. But don't show me, like, I don't know. I don't know how to do, I don't have to actually set it up. Most of the time, that's easy one. You just keep pressing the beat or something like that. That was easy. But like, if someone said to me, like, show me how to do Hadouken, I wouldn't know how to do the Hadouken or the spinning bird kick. Do you get me? Or golden eye, like certain things, like
You know it.
Nah, I didn't know it. So what it was when we go to my cousin's house, who have got the console, or my other cousins got. And then there's how many of you, and you're sitting around the computer, and everybody's like, right, your turn, Hadouken, finish. Like, wow, okay, you have to wait round for the next. Do you get it? Let's go. So these things had a. Not that I'm saying these things had a knock-on effect, innit?
But you can't even pinpoint like why you weren't allowed or why you didn't have certain things.
I don't know. I don't know why my dad didn't think it was necessary. My mum and dad didn't think it was like. I don't think they found it was necessary for me to be up there with that, like the latest. I think more now. When I look, it's like you don't really need it, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's catch-22.
I don't think there's a right or wrong answer to that. Like I
couldn't imagine denying Cade having a computer console.
having something that isn't. Yeah.
Do you get it? Like it'd be that or a phone or something. Like even phones, like when the phones just popped out and everybody's getting phones and that.
Yeah.
Like
What the brick?
yeah, the M301 came out like that. When then mobile phones became a.
What's
like
it called again? What's the line?
One to one. Mercury and that. And then it all came out, the banana phone, all these. What? You think I could get any of them things? Like, you get me? It wasn't really happening until I got myself a job. But then that's where the problem started. Like, I started to indulge in things more. Like, trainers. I needed the latest trainers. So I always would go and get the latest trainers. My mum would cuss me like, why are you... But I didn't realise I never got you never bought me at 110s or 95s or it's high-tech and track.
The first opportunity that you could get.
Gone. First thing I go and get tattoo. Because I'm like, nah, I got to go and get something quick. Do you get it? First money, a gold ring, bang. And then I just have rings. Because I just wanted... It's something I never had.
Like you felt like you just missed out.
Yeah, but I didn't miss out nothing, but...
No.
I didn't know that I did.
You did. Yeah. Of course, and that's, I guess, the benefit of hindsight. Yeah, because I always had gold jewellery. You know what I mean? Like, the amount of bangles and rings and necklaces and all sorts. Like computers, my stepdad, like, our house in Brixton was the house to be. Every computer console under the sun. Literally, every game, every something. So that got me into computers and consoles. He would break down a computer and rebuild it. You know what I mean? That's why my brother now today is into computers and what have you. But I guess I didn't see. No, I did know because there were some neighbours when I'd go to their houses that they didn't have that same level of things. But I didn't see it as anything.
Nah, it is. It's a big deal. Like, imagine someone that ain't got it and then come around and you're not used to it. It has a knock-on effect. It did. We you're not inclusive. You're not like, and I mean talking like this is both sides of the family. So my mum's side and my dad's side. So when we go upstairs and then all the adults are downstairs doing their thing, and we're upstairs. All we did was play computer.
Okay.
I didn't know how to play computer. We didn't know how to play computer. Me and my brother didn't know
that was your first opportunity to try and.
Yeah, and we're not bonding. We're not bonding because we're losing, and the other thing would be like the clothes selection.
Oh, okay.
So if we not like we had the biggest design or Nike or whatever kind of thing, but cussing was a ping. Like, you know, cousins are cussing and shut up, man.
So you got the same calms.
Yeah, and the CNA was my mum worked at CNA, so everything was CNA in it, Clockhouse and that. It was a madness. It's a madness. But you know, we had to fight our way through. Like, the only thing that got me because I was very strong. Like, so you couldn't really mess with me and my brother, like, in that sense. But they would still try. But in deep down, it was hurting. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I shouldn't have to be fighting that fight. Really,
did
personally.
Did your parents see that?
No, you're upstairs. You're upstairs. You don't go up to your parents and say. You never go up to your parents and say, "Oh,
so cuss me."
So about what cover you just. You're gonna catch a cussing again. You get me? He's like, look at the trainers you're making me wear, but then traction, you know, TRAX, you know. I'll never forget, you know, to play basketball in, and then you're wicked. I'm leaving now. I'm leaving. You finish off the pod yourself. Finish off your pod.
Sorry.
Lucky ain't got no self. No, I've got self-esteem now. Like you're messing with it. Like, rubbing it. What's so funny though? You're wicked, you know. You see, you're doing exactly what they did. The damn days there, fam.
No.
As you walk in, they're like, rah, why go out for that plan? And they just laugh the whole night.
Well, they used to call them sneakers bastards.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But we never called them like that. They would just have different names for them. Like, what is that? What are those, fam?
What are those?
So we try to leave them like, downstairs and then walk upstairs with the piff. Leave them downstairs, you get me? And when we forgot to play, they'll be like, wow. Who's are those, though? Like, oh, man. And then my dad will cuss, like, why are you going to play football in them?
Sorry, baby.
You get me? Like, it's mad. But it's all good now. It's all good now. But no, yeah, so family, so overall, yeah, family is important. I'm just doing this pod now, man. Lock off that thing. Lock off this thing, fam. It's a joke, fam. Imagine how it's proper, like, insecure now, you know? It's about what? This is peak, fam.
Oh, gosh. Sorry. But yeah.
Wicked people. And you know the worst thing about it, yeah? I've just explained the situation about the, like, not computers and all that. And then she just goes, yeah, read every console under the sun. Like, read everyone. Like
No, but
I spoiled for no, you don't have to say it in bossy. Like, you're just being, that's what you're just doing, innit? Like, every console under the sun.
But that's because my stepdad was into
You're
computers.
spoiled. That's just spoiled. Yeah, I know.
So he just had,
So it worked out.
He just had, and he'd buy. I mean, we'd have more than one of the same console in the house, so I wouldn't
rubbing
play
in again.
this one.
Do you get it? Like, look at that, just rubbing in again, innit?
No,
managing. I get it.
It's just different upbringings. That's all. I was just fortunate to have.
So that's the math. I used to got the other flip side of this whole thing was that even though they had them consoles and that, they were only allowed, sometimes certain cousins were only allowed to play it when people came round. So we didn't know that. So we thought they had it all the time, 24/7. But it's only when, you get what I'm saying. So these all it's family just weird. Like, it's mad.
What family looks like behind closed doors.
Yeah, that is it. That is it.
You know, they can make it look like this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? You can have husband and wife and what's they called 2.4 children.
Yeah.
And we'll have it look so pretty, picket fence and all that have you. But, you know what I mean? Monday to Friday.
Peak.
I mean, what did I say about my brother the other day? He found out that his dad had another family. Like, and only found out just now because his dad's in hospital, sick. So people were showing up to the hospital and he's like, wow, who are you? He's like,
your brother.
That's my dad. He's like, what?
Nah, fam.
You know what I mean? He's gone clean.
Fam.
Like, I think he's mid-30s now.
I think we're gonna have to have a conversation about that in terms of co-parent abandonment. We're gonna have to bring that into next ones, but because there's a lot. When you talk about family, you can go into all kind of avenues. But I think what we're trying to bring to the forefront is how much it's important to know who your family is and like who you want around you, who's important to you. Why is it important to link up? Even just connecting with them, even if it's just a phone call, going to check on them, that kind of thing. I'm not talking that all the family, no. You know, some family that you're Jerry Springer, you don't business with them, but to the certain family members that you should have close net. Because obviously, since we've had I can't even pan the camera off, but we're looking at like toys that are unopened at this moment, isn't it? Like, she's got plenty of stuff. It's not like toys of foolishness. It's all toys that make sense to me as well. That Sky will be like, the one thing she's playing with mostly at the moment is that, that's what I loved. This is what the best thing I liked from Sky's birthday party was I went outside and Michael was outside with the with 3 children. Who was the 3 children? It was Sky, Diana, and TT. Yeah, so it's 3 of them. How much toys are in this damn yard, yeah, and how much things? They were just looking at the one little, the little makeup. What is it? The one that makes a sound. You pull it up. What do they call them things?
That makes a sound.
Ding, ding, ding. And the little girls doing the ballet dancing.
Oh, the little jewelry box.
The jewelry
The
box.
ballerina.
That's all they're doing. They
That's
pick
a
it.
gift from Selena.
Yeah, hold tight, Selena. That's the one toy they were just jamming, watching the thing go round and round and make this ding 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 ding. Closed it, picked it up again. Ding 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 ding. I'm thinking, hold on, like that was a mad. That was actually the most beautiful. I was like, wow, that is deep. That's why Michael disconnected. Like we just started talking about that, and then like how the simplest of things and how we just complicate things in life. When these children, we would normally expect them to be going mad, Harry Bowles, oh my gosh, losing their minds, like trying to play. And the one diggy toy made an impact. It was ballet dancer
little black
that they could relate to. Make and it's not it's mad. It's mad. It was mad. It was mad. No. Yeah, man. We just want to say how important family is. So just reach out,
Look,
stay strong. Yeah.
Family looks like whatever you decide for it to look like.
Not what we feel. What is being imposed on us through society or whatever.
Yeah, just to think.
Or what you might
that
think.
Is how it,
blood thicker than water. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. And there's other sayings. I swear there's other sayings, but
there's
not.
plenty. But you know, it is what it is. Look, I personally do not have a sibling that is full blood, in the sense of both mum and dad. Yeah, I've got over 20 odd siblings, and none of us share the same parents. Via my mum or my dad. But do you think I ever refer to any of my siblings as half or step? Or no, that's my brother. That's my sister. That's my niece. I that's just how I've been built. Wherever it's come from over the time, whatever have you. And that is what I know. So when I'm in a blended family setting, like this is what it is. Like
100%.
You know, and you make it work, and you make it yours, and you make it filled with love. Like I would very much hate for any Cade or Kai or anyone to like come back years down the line and feel like they weren't accepted or included or yeah.
No, just note, people, this the whole element, like I just said, that one element of watching the kids just interacting with the other children, having fun. Then there'll be never a scenario when the older kids are on the stairs, doing their thing.
Yeah.
And then you go down the stairs, you see the elders just having conversation. You come in, but no. And then you come down a little later, and then they're watching paternity court all together. Got everybody in it. People that shouldn't, that would never, I would never anticipate watching that as watching it. Like, Brad, I'm hooked. You get me? And then you go up the stairs, then we're at the pod, then you go in the kitchen, then people are fighting over the last piece of chicken, and then, do you get what I'm saying? And then there's the ones that don't want to go home, that stay and say, I'm going home now, but they're still here. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like, and it's just a mad feeling. And then people are dropping home people that they don't know. So you know how many people leave here and they're just friends again? Like their friends are like, you still chat to? Yeah, it's my brethren now. Since when? So it's
it's an energy and a conducive atmosphere that is contagious.
Yeah, and that's what I think. I think if we could do that more so in our communities, I think we can start to just create small change. I'm not saying you need to open up. Everybody's yard has that ability, but then there's places like parks and there's places like obviously halls which cost money. I understand, but there's places where we can just meet up like rah. We can. It's there's plenty places that are free. Yes, it might be cold these days, but I took the kids to the park. It was cold. Do you get me? But I took all the kids. We went to the park, and just to see them just playing and ramping and throwing each other about the place and helping the baby. Some of them don't know that that's a baby, and they're carrying the baby up the swing and going down the swing, and it was mad. And then the mums, even just to give the parents a break sometimes, like to just say, you know what, I just want them to be around other children and know that they're safe, innit? Like, you know, like that, they all roll out with me, like, all line up. You get me? And then we rolled out, man, and yeah, it doesn't cost a thing. I'll be honest, like, yes, it may be like, oh my gosh, like, pay, but it doesn't cost a thing, to tell you the truth. You don't have to really cost a thing.
But yeah, I think ultimately is what it is for it, that same whole atmosphere and environment to seep out into the wider community.
100%. They did. Even when we were coming up with the kids, people were like, right, look at the kids, and it has a knock-on effect, innit? And
even from outsiders looking in.
Yeah. Well, go on and that. But now, yeah, I hopefully I can mix and match some. I hope you take some gems away from this and subscribe, like.
Thank you in advance for all my birthday messages.
Yeah. I want to flood the comments at the bottom, like flood it. Like, make her feel loved and all that, and make her know you're out there and that. So flood the comments. If you want to cash out, to put the cash out thing on there as well.
For real?
JK. I'm actually, no, you know what? I'm going to start the cash up. I'm going to start the catch up on this one. So yeah, if you want to support, because it takes effort to put this together. So yeah, if you want to put a little help in that.
Seed offering, yeah?
Yeah, we'll and trust me, Shann's good with money. So trust me, it's gonna go to a good cause and go to what it is. And I think what we want to do is start raising money so we can start putting to good causes, start being able to do some bits and pieces. So any money that does come in, then we will. I'm not gonna lie to you, not for her birthday. We won't use it for her birthday for this one. I'll be honest. We will put it towards a good cause, and we will show you what we put it towards as well. Personally to show you, because it'd be good to just, you know what I mean. We need to help people. One hand can't clap, they say, innit? So, and a lot of people are going through things at the moment. But nah, big up yourselves. Sing happy birthday. Say happy birthday. Would it be worth? Is it worth singing happy birthday?
What do you mean? Is it worth?
All right, cool. Run the beat. Hey, I like that one. Happy birthday to you. Just run the thing, babe. That was working as well. Like, why would you do that, man? Run it again. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear E.T. Happy birthday to you. That actually hurt my ears, though, as well. That's the mad thing.
It's something cracked.
Love it, though, man. Happy birthday and all that. Big up everybody, 95 and 65. Bro, quiet, that man made a MySpace inside.
Episode 12, we out, baby.
Come on now.